Losing a beloved dog is one of the hardest things anyone can go through. In my own journey, I found that certain quotes about dog loss helped me express the emotions I couldn't put into words. Each time I revisited them, they reminded me of the unwavering bond we shared. I hope these quotes offer you the same sense of comfort, helping you honor the love and loyalty that only a dog can give. Grief is so painfully real, regardless of its origin. The love of and attachment to an animal friend can equal that of human relationships. Likewise, the loss of an animal can be just as devastating. Reverend Joel L. Morgan. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal. From an Irish headstone. Grief doesn't have a plot. It isn't smooth. There is no beginning and middle and end. Anne Hood. Missing your unconditional love and playful paws, we are now apart. You're gone to another place, but we'll never forget you. Sometimes losing a pet is more painful than losing a human, because in the case of the pet, you are not pretending to love it. Amy Sedaris. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. Unseen, unheard, but always near. So loved, so missed, so very dear. Anon. Dogs are always good and full of selfless love. They are undiluted vessels of joy who never ever deserve anything bad that happens to them. Stephen Rowley. Dogs die, but dogs live too. Right up until they die, they live. They live brave, beautiful lives. They protect their families, and love us, and make our lives a little brighter. And they don't waste time being afraid of tomorrow. Dan Gemeinhardt. Once you've had a wonderful dog, a life without one is a life diminished. Dean Koontz. Dogs have a way of finding the people who need them, filling an emptiness we don't even know we have. Tom Jones. Such short little lives our pets have to spend with us, and they spend most of it waiting for us to come home each day. John Grogan. The bond with a dog is as lasting as the ties of this earth can ever be. Conrad Lorenz. To call him a dog hardly seems to do him justice, though inasmuch as he had 4 legs, a tail, and barked, I admit he was, to all outward appearances. But to those who knew him well, he was a perfect gentleman. Hermione Gingold. Dogs have given us their absolute all. We are the centre of their universe. We are the focus of their love and faith and trust. They serve us in return for scraps. It is without a doubt the best deal man has ever made. Roger A. Carras. A person who has never owned a dog has missed a wonderful part of life. Bob Barker. If these quotes have brought you comfort, please consider giving this video a thumbs up or sharing it with someone who may also be grieving. Together we can honour the love our dogs gave us. When an 85-pound mammal licks your tears away, then tries to sit on your lap, it's hard to feel sad. Kristen Higgins. If you think dogs can't count, try putting 3 dog biscuits in your pocket and then give him only 2 of them. Phil Pastoret. I guess you don't really own a dog. You rent them, and you have to be thankful that you had a long lease. Joe Garagiola. If I have any beliefs about immortality, it is that certain dogs I know will go to heaven, and very, very few people. James Thurber. If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go where they went. Will Rogers. The only creatures that are evolved enough to convey pure love are dogs and infants. Johnny Depp. Heaven goes by favour. If it went by merit, you would stay out and your dog would go in. Mark Twain. You think dogs will not be in heaven. I tell you, they will be there long before any of us. Robert Louis Stevenson. I think God will have prepared everything for our perfect happiness. If it takes my dog being there in heaven, I believe he'll be there. Reverend Billy Graham. If there is a heaven, it's certain our animals are to be there. Their lives become so interwoven with our own, it would take more than an archangel to detangle them. Pam Brown. A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself. Josh Billings. Death ends a life, not a relationship. Mitch Albom. If you have a dog, you will most likely outlive it. To get a dog is to open yourself to profound joy and, prospectively, to equally profound sadness. Marjorie Garber. I have sometimes thought of the final cause of dogs having such short lives, and I am quite satisfied it is in compassion to the human race, for if we suffer so much in losing a dog after an acquaintance of 10 or 12 years, what would it be if they were to live double that time? Sir Walter Scott. Pets are our seatbelts on the emotional roller coaster of life. They can be trusted, they keep us safe, and they sure do smooth out the ride. Nick Trout. A dog will teach you unconditional love. If you can have that in your life, things won't be too bad. Robert Wagner. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Winnie the Pooh. Goodbyes are not forever. Goodbyes are not the end. They simply mean I'll miss you until we meet again. Our animal friends teach us more than we could have expected and love us more than we could have hoped. That's why we miss them more than we could have imagined. Anon. Nobody can fully understand the meaning of love unless he's owned a dog. A dog can show you more honest affection with a flick of his tail than a man can gather through a lifetime of handshakes. Gene Hill. The one best place to bury a good dog is in the heart of his master. Ben-Hur Lampman. Grieve not, nor speak of me with tears, but laugh and talk of me as if I were beside you. I loved you so, 'twas heaven here with you. Isla Pascal Richardson. People leave imprints on our lives, shaping who we become in much the same way that a symbol is pressed into the page of a book to tell you who it comes from. Dogs, however, leave paw prints on our lives and our souls, which are as unique as fingerprints in every way. Ashley Lorenzana. The dog is the most faithful of animals, and would be much esteemed were it not so common. Our Lord God has made his greatest gifts the commonest. Martin Luther. Of all the animals, surely the dog is the only one that really shares our life, helps in our work, and has a place in our recreation. It is the only one that becomes so fond of us that sometimes it cannot go on living after its master dies. Ferdinand Mercy. Grieving the loss of a dog is never easy, but I hope these quotes have brought you a sense of comfort and understanding. Is there a quote that resonated with you or helped you through this moment? Please feel free to share in the comments. I'd love to hear what helped. Our dogs may leave this world, but their love stays with us, imprinted in our hearts, and the memories we hold dear. Thank you for watching, and may you find peace in the legacy of love your dog left behind.